Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. My name is Evi and I read books, and today I'm having for you guys my November TBR. So as usual, I have my TBR jar over here. It's still too full and I didn't really have time to make the prompts all in English because some of them are in English, some of them are in Dutch. So that is still something I have to get done. I'm so sorry. I've been sick actually the past month or so, like off and on sick. I've been falling behind on schoolwork a little bit, or a lot actually, being sick, so uploading was also a little rough. When December comes, I hope to have all these prompts in English, but for now I'm just gonna translate them like I did last time. In November I also have exams the end of November, so I'm not sure how many books I'm gonna read. I'm not gonna put a penalty on myself if I don't finish my November's books because, like I said, I have exams and I'm already falling behind on school because of being sick. So I think the fact that I will read a letter, if I even read like a page a day, it would be amazing. But I'm gonna pick 4 books and I'm just gonna see. If I don't finish them, November is just gonna be a month that I won't really look at it. If I finish it, I would be happy with it, but school always comes first, obviously. In case you haven't watched the first one that I did last month, I just actually have prompts in this jar, and these prompts are gonna help me pick my books because I just never really know what to read. Although I bought a couple of books and I really want to read all of my physical books that I have. They're behind the camera. I sort of want to read all of those physical books, my ebooks less, but I'm also trying to read a lot of ebooks. So let's just pick the first book and stop rambling. Like I said, my jar is way too full, so gotta find a way to change that. And the first one is romance. Okay, so the first book I'm gonna read is Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. It's an ebook I have for like ages already, so it's really time that I start reading that, and I have it listed as contemporary romance, so that's a romance novel. So let's get to the second book. I always try to go like the farthest down, but I have no recognition whatsoever is in this jar because I got some out of it, like last month's prompts are out of it because it's too full, but we'll see. The first book of the series, and oh god. Okay, like I said, I bought a couple of books in English lately, and well, 4 books actually, and all of them are first books in a series. Okay, so I changed my position a little bit because my battery died, and right now I can film and charge at the same time, which is great. Okay, then because November is still a little bit of a spooky month, and the other 3 books that I have that are first of a series were thrillers, I decided to go with City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab. It's the book that I bought because of BookTube. I saw it in a lot of recommendation videos the past like fall and spooky recommendations, so that made me excited about this book. I also really like the cover. I got the paperback edition. Yeah, I really, like I said, I like the cover. This is the first book in the Cassidy Blake series, and I think it was about a girl who can separate like the living from the dead or something, and they go to haunted houses and she sees the ghosts or something. I have no idea. Like, I read synopsises, then I put it on a wish list, and then when I find time to buy books, I just buy a bunch of books off that wish list, so I don't really know exactly what they're about. That's why my wrap-ups are more thoroughly and accurate, because then I at least know what they're about. So City of Ghosts. Let's go on to the third book already. This TBR is going pretty quickly. Oh, come on. I feel like I'm gonna drop everything. Okay, no. A light cover. So a book with like white or like a pretty light cover, and just really quickly gotta scroll to my Goodreads to see if there's another book with a light cover, like an ebook. Well, in the meanwhile, my camera was charging. I already just found my white book because our first one's going I was first planning on picking A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson because I just really want to read that. But then I realized, I want to read so many books, and I want to also prioritize ebooks once in a while, or at least try to read 1 or 2 ebooks a month, just because I have a lot more ebooks than I have physical books. And I found an ebook with a way more white cover than A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and that is The Dilemma by B.A. Harris. I really quickly read the synopsis a little bit through it. It's about Olivia, who's turning 40, and she has a little party for her 40th birthday, and actually she doesn't want to have her daughter there, and she had to tell her husband something, and her husband has to tell her something, and gets plane tickets for his daughter to come, and some weird thing. It's a thriller, and I'm probably gonna listen to it on audiobook because I got it with my audiobook subscription that I got, which has audiobooks and ebooks. That's why I have a lot of ebooks and audiobooks. So I'm probably gonna listen to it on audio. So up to the 4th book. I'm so excited what's gonna come out because I have so many prompts in here and I have no idea what they're all about. So it already got a little lower. I'm just gonna go. I think I'm gonna go try to get in the middle ones. Okay, I got young adults, and more or less all the books I read are young adults. So, so I think I'm gonna go for the book that's the longest on my TBR shelf, and it still fits a little bit of the thriller and the spooky vibe I'm having. So I decided to go with a Dutch author, and that's gonna be Room Service by Madden Stoffels. I do think some of her books are translated in English, if I'm correctly. I think Fright Night and Escape Room. I'm not sure if Room Service is translated, but I read Fright Night last year and I so enjoyed it. It was such a quick read, such a fun read, and this is probably going to be the same. I think this is about friends who are celebrating their birthday, I think, in a luxury hotel. But it starts as a fun weekend and turns around into a nightmare. Like I said, my physical TBR is like my most anticipated books, the books that I love the most actually. My digital TBR, I try to get around them. Like I said, I always try to get 2 ebooks or audiobooks or 2 digital books on my TBR and at least. And so I got 2 digital and 2 physical. So these are the 4 books I'm gonna read in November. I hope so, at least. Like sometimes during exams I read a lot more because I read before I go to bed, except the days, like a couple of days before the actual exam. Sometimes not. But reading is a way for me to relax too. So I'm not sure if I read a lot. If I don't read a lot, I'm not sure if I'm even gonna start in October already with these books or not. If I would finish my October TBR, or I decide to try another book, I am not sure. I'm currently reading the last book of my October TBR. There is probably a 5th book possible that could have, if it's not this book that's picked, because I'm not even sure if this one is on the list, but I am a co-host of a Dutch reading club, like I mentioned earlier, and we haven't picked our book for November yet, so I'm not sure. I think this one is on the list, so it could be that it's perhaps this one, and then I'll read it eventually. My co-host is hosting November because I've been so busy with school and everything, and she was like, okay, I will do it. And she didn't mind doing November. So she definitely, like, I mostly do read the books if it's books that are interesting to me. But then I don't need to put the time in to actually, like, upload the questions and everything. You will see that in my November wrap up. If you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Leave down in the comments below what your favorite book is to read in November. Like, what are you most looking forward to read in November? If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button down below, and I will see you next time. Bye!